The only thing worse than watching Collision with all the AEW jobbers is watching Collision with all the CMLL jobbers. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. The AEW Collision ratings are out, and what a surprise. The quarters show that these guys from CMLL are not draws. These Mexicans from a Mexican promotion in America with masks on doesn't draw. It doesn't bring in viewership. It doesn't get the ratings going in the right direction. All it does is getting people tune out and going any other direction they possibly can, whether it be up a channel, down a channel. It doesn't matter what direction they go, but they ain't staying watching this crap when you bring in the likes of Heat Chichirio or that other guy, Ultimo Guerrero, some 52-year-old guy in a mask that can barely move anyway. I mean, if you're going to bring in somebody with a mask, it has to be Rey Mysterio. Or that's Kane. That's got to be Kane. You can't bring in these Mexican guys and expect people to care. And, I mean, once again, they don't. There was only one quarter on this show under 400k, and nobody's surprised that it was Matt Menard versus Hichirio. First of all, Matt Menard looked like an absolute fat slob out there. So that's one thing. You've got this guy, I mean, looking like he's never been to a gym. I think he spent maybe his entire life in McDonald's, but not one of those days. It doesn't look like he spent in a gym. And then he's taken on Hichirio, a guy with a mask that can't speak English that's taken on MJF. We're supposed to care about this guy. He's coming to Forbidden Door. He's in one of the bigger matches of the show. Nobody knows who he is. Anyway, he comes out. Tony Khan's trying to build him. Tony Khan's trying to spend a couple of weeks here to build this guy up to be at the level of MJF. And anytime he puts him on TV, people are tuning out. It's like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's dumb. It's dumb, but we'll talk more about that in that quarter. So we kick off the show, quarter one. Hook, Shibata, and Samoa Joe taking on the premier athletes with then a Bang Bang Gang backstage promo. There's nothing premier about these guys, but I mean, whatever. 446,000 views. Almost the best quarter of the show. People then tune out. We go into quarter two, 8:15 to 8:30. Private Party versus Big Bill and Chris Jericho. This went down 5% to 422,000. Quarter three, 8:30 to 8:45 p.m. It was the finish of the tag team match. Then we got Hook, Shibata, and Joe backstage. And then we get the beginning of Ultimo Guerrero versus Okada. This went down another 1%. It did 417,000. But quarter four, we get a bit of a bounce back, 8:45 to 9 p.m. We get the continuation of Guerrero versus Okada. Then Top Flight, Action Andretti, and Leo Rush backstage. This went up 3% to 431,000. And then going into quarter five, 9 o'clock to 9:15, it was Iron Savages and Jack Jameson versus Christian Cage, Killswitch, and Nick Wayne. Then we got a Mercedes Moné, Stephanie Fakir video with Lady Frost and Layla Hirsch taking on Mariah May and Toni Storm. This went up 4%, got 448,000 views. It went up 1% in the key demo. It was the highest rated quarter in the key demo category with 203,000. So, I mean, no surprise. Anytime Christian Cage seems to have taken over for Adam Copeland. He seems to be the guy that is probably going to draw the biggest number on Collision, and that seems to be the case here. We're going to quarter six, though. We didn't lose anything in terms of a percentage, but we did go down 1,000 to 447,000, so one big thousand lost there. It was Frost, Hirsch, and May Storm continued. A Serena Deeb backstage promo. It was then LSG versus MSG versus Brody King and Malachi Black. I don't know who LSG and MSG are, but I mean, screw them. They're not any good. We then get a post-match with Malachi, Brody, the House of Black, and then it's Matt Menard versus Hichirio. So yeah, this didn't go down, but quarter seven, which was Matt Menard versus Hichirio, continued. We then got a Jeff Jarrett video and Will Ospreay versus Brian Cage beginning. This lost 16%. So yeah, they went from 447,000 views down to 375,000 views. Now, you could say that there's multiple people in this quarter, and why am I blaming Matt Menard versus Hichirio? Like, guys, just watch the match, and you'll know why I'm blaming those two. It fucking sucked. I would bet good money on the 16% of people tuning out doing it so mainly because of those two. And then we're going to quarter eight, Will Ospreay versus Brian Cage, title match on the line, final quarter, main event. This did a 19% increase, and it did 446,000. So, yeah, quarter 6 had 447,000, quarter 8 had 446,000. So, I mean, they pretty much gained everything back what they lost in quarter 7. But when you look at it, I mean, it was consistent. Every quarter had over 400,000 apart from quarter 7. So, I mean, consistency sometimes is key. Not really, though, when the numbers are this low. But had that match not happened in quarter 7, that could have probably bumped up the rating here. They did 429,000. If quarter 7 didn't stink out the joint, then they would have probably did about, what? Maybe 439,000. Maybe they would have got 10,000 more if quarter 7 didn't lose like 70k or whatever. So, I mean, it's not a good rating, guys. It's not a good show. Collision's just kind of dead now, isn't it? Low 400 territory, that seems to be the ballpark. That seems to be what you expect for Collision. Sometimes they'll go under 400k. Here, sometimes maybe they'll go above 450. But you know what you're getting, and it's not good. So, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Collision. I think a brand split might be the best thing for this company. Why not? Or for Tony Khan to give up leadership, give up control, and let somebody else have a go. Let somebody else take charge, because what we're seeing right now is not good. The ratings are not good. And how much longer is this going to be kept on TNT? Like, I don't get it. Saturday night, I get it, Saturday night's not good for TV and all that stuff, but, I mean, still, these ratings are pretty poor. I wouldn't be surprised if they get kicked off TNT, honestly. Or else the deal that they're getting will be significantly decreased, because these numbers are very, very poor. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. I could continue to bash AEW numbers, but get a bit bored of that. The numbers suck. It is what it is. Hopefully something happens. Hopefully it can change, because there's only so many times you can keep saying Collision sucks. 400k. It's every single week. So, yep. Till next time. Peace.